Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Revert Reaction, and today we're going to talk about the new Dragon Ball Super TCG expansion cards, the Heroes and the Villains pack. Um, I'm going to kind of go in depth of what I think these cards are going to be able to do. It's just my personal opinion. Everybody has their own, but um, with this, I'm going to tell you like what decks I'm excited to see get stronger, what I'm going to try to build with these decks with these cards, excuse me, and kind of go from there. So the first one I have pulled up is Trunks Link to the Future. So it's critical, and its auto is when you play this card, look at the top 7 cards on your deck, choose one blue Vegito among them with an energy cost 8 or less and add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So this card right off the bat is going to be a really good card to run in any blue deck or any deck, I should say, that you're going to be running the new Vegito in, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But this card, it's a critical 15k, free combo, 3 charge, a great card to have overall. But this card with that Vegito just makes it so much easier. Oops, I skipped one. So here's that Vegito I was talking about. Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, the Savior. This card to me is probably one of the strongest cards in the new expansion pack, and I'll talk about it in a second. So this card has a Union Patera, costs 2 blue energy and 3 of any other color, Son Goku and Vegeta. So you have a Vegeta in the battle area and a Goku in the battle area. You can pay 5 for this 8 drop to play this utterly destructive card. Now, Union Patera, you have to have the 2 cards in the battle area, and Union Fusion, you can play them from hand, and Union Absorption, you have to play them. The cell has to be on the battle area, and then you play from hand into it. So this card is dual attack and critical, and it's auto, the auto is what makes this card disgusting. When this card attacks twice in the same turn, so pretty much any time as long as you do not get Cold Bloodlusted or Crusher Balled, gains double strike. So it's a dual attack, it's critical, and on its second swing, it's a double strike critical. So granted, it's an 8 drop, but this card is just destructive. If you get this and you don't win, the other person has so many cards to block with, and it's a 30k. So this card right here is one that I'm extremely excited to see in the expansion. I'm actually probably going to rebuild my Vegito deck just for this card. I'll probably leave the Vegito engine in it, which is one of these cards. This is the top heavy swinger. The Union Patera 5, triple strike, and when this card attacks, it gets 5k for each Goku and Vegeta in your drop area. But this, with that one, both of them being Union Patera 5, this one just costing 2 blue. But with the Vegito deck, Goku and Vegetas are red, green, and blue, so it kind of takes that out. So that's the Vegito I'm super excited about. Psyched Up Gotenks, another card that's going to be pretty disgusting. So right now my main deck actually is a tricolor Gotenks, red, green, and blue. So this one is Union Fusion, 2 green, 2 colorless, with a Goten and a Trunks. They have to place the specified card with the same power from your hand into the drop area. So Union Fusion, play it from hand. Super great. Double strike. So if you Union Fusion, this pretty much you are guaranteed the auto. When you play this card, if you have a Sun Goten in your drop area, draw 2 cards. If you have a Trunks Youth, which is what you need to do for the Union Fusion, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. It doesn't have an energy cost. It doesn't say, choose up to opponent's battle card with 3 or less or 1 or less. It just says choose a card and KO it. This is a 4th turn card. If you fusion it, which most people will. But it's just, and if you're at turn 6 and you don't have a Goten and a Trunks Youth in your drop area, are you even really running a Gotenks deck? So, yeah, this card's definitely going into my deck the moment it comes out, and I've already pre-ordered it. So here comes the Comrades Combined Sun Goku. 3 drop, 15k, 5,000 combo, always a good card to have. When you play this card, look at the top 7 from the top of your deck, choose 1 blue Vegeta among them with an energy cost of 3 or less, and play it in rest mode. Then place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. So, when you play this card, let's go back to that Vegito. 5. 2 blue for Son Goku and Vegeta. This allows you to just play it. You know, if you have like 3 negates in hand and you think you can keep that Vegeta alive long enough, you can play this. You don't even have to swing with the Goku and keep it alive, and then Fusion Fusion and Fusion Patera, and then it's just. But this is just a good base card. Anything that's like 15k and then a free combo, pretty good card. Sorry these are kind of out of order. I pulled these off of a Facebook post and downloaded them, and then had to kind of like shift them around. So it went heroes all in a row, and then the villains or the black cards next. So they're not all perfect order. But this one's Unified Spirit Sun Goten, another fusion-ish card. Activate main, return this card to its owner hand. You can just pull it back if you want. I don't know why you would, but you can do that during your main turn. I guess you can swing, and when it's after it's rested, you can pull it back. I mean, that's just a nice thing to have. And then auto, when this card attacks, look at the top 7 cards of your deck to choose a Trunks Youth among 15,000 power or less, and shuffle your deck. So this is kind of the same as the Mighty Mask that allows you to pull 2 Goten, or a Goten and a Trunks. It's just it's a fusion. It's a, how do I explain it? It's a card that allows you to look for the other card you'd need for your fusion. And then here's the Vegeta side. Comrades Combined Vegeta, permanent. If all of your energy is blue, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. So, again, with the Vegito deck, this is going to be really good because they're all the same color. And this is a 3-drop 20k, but if all of your energy is blue, which if you're running Vegito or Mono Blue Vegeta or Mono Blue Starter Deck or Mono Blue anything, or you just place it this way so you do it a certain way, you have a 2-drop 20k. It's a pretty good card. And now the Unified Trunks. Same thing, activate main, return this card to its hand, and then auto is when this card attacks. You may reveal a Sun Goten from your hand. If you do, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with a 3 or less and KO it. So just having a Goten in hand when this card attacks allows you to kill a battle card 3 or less. That's, Kabas, that's Majin Boost, all the combo cards that people like to just throw out on the field. That's a really nice card. These expansion cards are definitely going to make the game a lot more competitive because they're coming out with these cards that are just so strong by themselves. Okay, so I really don't know much about this character. I played Xenoverse, so I know a little bit about some of them, but Majin Twin Shunshun is a blocker, 2-drop, colorless. When you play this card, if your leader card is green or yellow, place 2 cards from the top of your deck into the drop area. So all these cards, the villain cards, have to do with that overworld. Taking cards from your drop area, piling up your drop area, which also Vegito's good at, because every time Vegito attacks, he dumps a card into the drop area, and then when you play that 5-drop, the Lightning Fast Vegito, you dump 10 cards. So I think Vegito is going to become really meta here soon after this expansion comes out. Everybody's talking about like Cooler because he dumps the Infinite Force Meta Coolers, but Vegito definitely, it's going to be interesting to watch. I'm going to have to rebuild my Vegito before he becomes meta. I have to cough. Okay. So, place 2 cards from the top of your deck into the drop area. Fair enough. Mass Saiyan, Mysterious Warrior. Alright, so this is the one everybody was super hyped about. It's a 5-drop, but if you have at least 5 cards in your drop area, you can play this card by sending all cards in your drop area to the warp, which is essentially like the drop area used to be the dead zone, unless you had a certain couple cards. But now they made the warp, which the warp is the dead zone. You can't pull anything out of the dead zone except for one card that we're going to read here in a bit. So you can play this card for free by having 5 cards in your drop area, pretty much. And he's a 20k. He's a double strike. Well, Overrealm can be activated once per turn. Yeah, he's a double strike. When you play this card using Overrealm, choose any number battle cards without blocker, which total adds up to 5 or less, and send them to their warp. So then you come out for free You're double strike 20k, and then you're going, hey, you're not a blocker. Piss off. Yeah, this card definitely gets some of the hype. It deserves some of the hype it got. It's going to be really good. So here's that card I was talking about, I believe. Supreme Kai of Time, Continuity Keeper. When you play this card, choose one black battle card with an energy cost of 5 or less from your deck, send it to your warp. Shuffle your deck. Then at the beginning of the next turn, if this card is still in your battle area, you put it to your hand. So it just allows you to search your deck for a card. I don't know how I feel about that, but sure. I guess if you did that and then pulled out the Masked Saiyan, you know, you could have him out in like turn 3 if you had enough cards in the drop area, which is, you know, gross. Mira from the Darkness, Overwhelm 4, so if you have 4 cards, you can play them. When you play this card using Overwhelm, it gets critical. So, 4 cards from the drop area, or actually, yeah, you kill your drop area, play him, he's a critical, 20k. Simple as that. Just these cards are really just strong, and all the ones from the villain side are just about playing them for free. And then here's that Majin Twin Haru. I'm sure I slaughtered that. When you play this card, if your leader card is red or blue, so the opposite of the other one was yellow and green. This one is red and blue. Place 2 cards from the top of your deck. Okay, and then this one actually sounds better because it also has an ability of when this card attacks, this card gets 10k. Or not 10k, sorry, 5k. So, you know, this would be good to run in a Vegito deck. Just cause. And then this one got distorted a little bit. So it's Toa Master. I don't remember what the actual name of the card is, but it's Toa. She's a 4-drop, 5k combo, 10k. You know, 4 cards. When you play this card using Overwhelm, choose one opponent's battle cards with an energy 2 or less and gain control of it. That's going to be interesting. Imagine having a Kaba on the other side. Yeah, I hope there aren't too many cards that come out like this, but this card's definitely going to be interesting to play against. I really don't know how it's going to go until it comes out and we see people playing against it, but I believe this is the last one I got. Time Patrol Trunks, Overwhelm 3, so at least 3, and then when you play this card using Overwhelm, look at the top 2 cards of your deck and choose one of them and add it to your hand. Then place the remaining cards, so that one other card, on top or bottom of the deck in any order. And it does not say shuffle. So you look at the top 2 of your cards, you pick one and get it for free, and then you put the other one back on top if you want it, and then if you don't want it, you put it at the bottom. This card's going to be a staple. That's just a good card in general. Like, yeah, you have to kill some of your drop area, but that card right there allows you to look at the top 2 of your cards and go, I want this one, and this one's going to be crap, let's get rid of it, saving you a draw later. And nowhere in there does it say shuffle. So, yeah. I'm really excited for these cards. That's all the cards, that's all the heroes and villains and yada yada. But that Vegito, well, the Gotenks as well. Gotenks is going to go into my Gotenks deck. But this Vegito, I'm just super excited for, and I can see it just being disgusting. So, maybe run objections in a Vegito deck. Like, those be like my only extra cards, is objections, to get my energy up. I don't know. But that's about it, guys. If you enjoyed my review or discussion about the new cards, you know, if you liked it, subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. If not, you know, constructive criticism is always welcome. If you tell me I'm dumb and to go kill myself, I'm just going to look at you funny and shake my head in disgrace. But that's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you next time.